Hi Taurus, welcome to the Manifesting You YouTube channel. This is a smaller love general reading for the month of February, since it is month, and it's going to represent your expectations, your hopes, any obstacles or challenges, and the realizations in love for the month of 17. You can also check out your moon and your rising sign, which is also very insightful. So I have shuffled and we're ready to get started. Okay, Taurus, the first card here is going to represent your expectations, hopes, and fears for love in the month of February. The second card is going to represent the obstacle or the challenge to overcome. And the third card is going to represent the realization or the outcome. Okay, Taurus, so very interesting. Let's look at your current energy. In February, we have the Page of Swords. Young energy here, young spirit. As you can tell, this is an air sign, an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. It could be you. If this is you, it's almost like you have had an epiphany lately. You have had all of these thoughts kind of represented by each of these little butterflies in these clouds in the air. You've been learning, you've been studying, you've been thinking about a partner, relationships, what you want, and you've learned something new. You have this sword here, and it's almost like you're ready. You're on guard. You're like, let's do this. I'm ready to go. Now, with the Page of Swords, there's a young, youthful energy to this. It's almost a sense of being childlike or naive as to what the world is really about. However, with that, there's an optimism, there's an enthusiasm that you have some type of new skill in your relationships. You have a new toolkit. I don't know if you've taken a class or if you've been reading like self-help books or if you've been learning about your lover's sign or you've just been doing due diligence in love. And you're ready to put these philosophies and these thought processes and this new sword to the test. You've got plans, Taurus. Is this a surprise? No. You've been thinking about your love life. You've been thinking about relationships. You're inspired. Something has you inspired. You have ideas about how you're going to make this work. How are you going to tackle this now? At the same time, when it comes to fears or, concerns, you're pretty guarded here. This person has a fist, so they're kind of tense. He's very vigilant. His eyes are piercing, wide open, waiting and watching. So for others of you, it could be like you're waiting for your lover's next move or your potential or, what's going to happen in this relationship. It's like you're kind of guarded. You're very alert. You be very protective of your loved one or of the relationship or even of yourself. And there is, with the Page of Swords, it's like a little defensive. Like you don't really want to mess with this person. He's got his sword and he's ready to go. But I feel that you're really prepared, Taurus. I feel that you're mentally agile, you're sharp, you've done your homework. Whoever is dealing with you needs to know that you're prepared. You're ready to communicate. You know what you're going to say. And so for others of you, this could be like you're ready to engage in conversation. Maybe you're getting out into the dating world and you've learned a thing or two. You're ready for discussion. You're ready for communication. And you're curious. You're curious about either another person, a relationship, or where this relationship is going. And what I like about this energy too, Taurus, is that, you're not going to beat around the bush. Like, you are going to be very truthful. You're going to be straightforward with those that you come across. You're not into games. You're not into deceptions. You're about honest communication. And you want to speak your truth. You want your voice to be heard. You're going to have to protect yourself from allowing paranoia or emotions to get the best of you. And you're really determined to stay grounded and stay balanced in your love life. So I just feel like it's a mix of curiosity, being on guard, curious, but also tentative and a little anxious and nervous, kind of all bundled up in one little jar. Okay, so The obstacle or the challenge, we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So fire energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, could be dealing with the fire sign, but I feel like for more of you, this is actually your own energy. You're starting out with all of this kind of like curiosity, inquisitiveness, youthful optimism, but when you actually go out there to start playing and practicing, the challenge for some of you can be setbacks, delays. You know, when the Eight of Wands is in reverse, it's like everything halts. Everything is just like, no, 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 no. It's not no permanently, but it's just like, it's obstacles, it's challenges, it's delays. It could also just be you feeling frustrated that someone maybe isn't getting you, isn't understanding you. You're not able to communicate. You're trying to move something forward. You're trying to use different tactics and it's just not working. There'll be a temptation here to feel frustrated, irritated. It's like you know what you want and you know where you want to be, but no matter what you do, you feel like you keep running into problems of one sort or another. And I feel like this isn't necessarily even caused by you, Taurus. Like, you be doing all the right things. It's just, you know, for whatever reason, the way the stars have aligned or other people's situations, other people could even be getting in your way. And it's like, you can handle it once or twice, but after a while you're like, okay, this is starting to drive me nuts. You know, I'm starting to get irritated. I feel that, you know, like I said, you are clear. You are clear on what you want and where you want to go, where you want this relationship to go. Or, you know, you see it clear as day. And so that's why you can't understand why other people are getting in your way or who just don't see things the way that you're seeing them. It just makes no sense to you. And my suggestion here is, Taurus, don't beat yourself up for this because you feel like other people are like moving quickly. Everyone else is getting everywhere they want to go. Why am I not? You know, why is it not working for me? Why is this not happening for me? It's like everyone else is having the time of their life while you just have to sit by and watch from the sidelines and chewing off your fingernails, you know, just like, there's something that hasn't been dealt with. And that is why this is not moving as fast as that you want it to. And I have a feeling that whatever these issues are, whether it's in a relationship or your own personal life, they're tedious. They're things that are, you know, time consuming, emotionally frustrating, that you may not want to have to deal with, but they have to be dealt with. And that could be why there is a stop on the momentum of moving forward at this time. There's some issues that you maybe have been frustrated with this in the past that you haven't wanted to deal with and you just don't want to bother with. But now is the time to go back, and if this is applying to you, to find out what issue each one of these things is and to address it, because in time it will be worth it. So this really doesn't surprise me, because by the end of the month, now we have the Nine of Wands. Now we have the Nine of Wands, and it's in the reverse. So, oh boy, Taurus. This is when, you know, no one can make a Taurus do something that the Taurus is not ready to do. And this could be you. This could also represent your partner. It doesn't have to be you. But someone here is just refusing to move. I mean, he's stuck here. He's sitting here. He's looking at the ground. It's like, no, I don't want to, and so I'm not going to. I'm just going to sit here. And there's a stubborn energy to this card. There is someone that is unyielding, unwilling to give any thought. I mean, now we have 9 wands. We have 9 obstacles in the reverse, 9 setbacks. So the thought here is that things are not going to get easier until something is addressed, until these issues are dealt with. They're not going to just go away. There's no way to just kind of close your eyes, wake up the next day, and all the issues are going to be gone. And some of you just aren't going to want to deal with it. Others of you, you know, if you're in a relationship, there could be someone that does not want to compromise. It's like, this is the way I see it. This could be you. So it's not necessarily bad. Like, this is the way I see it. This is who I am. This is what I need in life. And I can't negotiate these things. You know, this is truth. And he's alone. I mean, he's kind of alienated himself. He's isolated himself. He may also be thinking too much, you know, being kind of paranoid, because there's definitely like being on guard, being protective, being defensive, having, you know, your guard up. Sometimes we have to hit this place. We have to hit this this challenging place where the old past wounds have to flare up. We have to sit here for a while until we're ready to face on, until we're ready to move on. You or your partner may just be tired. It's like maybe you've been through a lot and you just feel like battle fatigued. You're just like, you need some time. There's just no fight left in you. There's a temptation here to want to retreat, to want to withdraw, and to just feel burnt out. Don't beat yourself up, Taurus. If there is negative thoughts, negative feelings, that you're unlovable, or that things are never going to change, you're just maybe feeling frustrated and stuck in certain habits and certain ways, this too shall pass. You are a fixed sign, and it's that whole thing. Until you're ready, you're not ready. No one can force you. And so my point is that just love yourself, whatever this means for you, whatever this looks like for you. Take the time that you need. If you need to sit here and contemplate and dwell in these issues for a while before you move forward, or if this relationship just hasn't been what you thought it was going to be, do what you need to do. Because someone is certainly standing their ground. Someone is not willing to move. Someone has decided that this is where I draw the line. And I feel that by the end of the month, there's going to be some need for rest and recuperation and on where you want to go from here. And to make sure that you focus on your positive attributes as you move forward. It's time to move on. It's time to let go of the past. And I feel, Taurus, for many of you, that this means your unhealthy habits, unhealthy behavior, and mindsets, but don't beat yourself up for it, because that doesn't do you any good. It just makes you stuck and like, we all make mistakes. We all struggle. So you're definitely inspired, but I feel that you are kind of hitting some walls, and just see this as sometimes the crap has to come up to the surface so you can look at it, face it, deal it, and let go and move forward. But we know, Taurus, that you persevere, and that you're going to keep moving ahead, and that you will accomplish your goals. So either way, it's all good. And I hope this reading has helped. If it has, I would so appreciate for you to like and subscribe to the channel. That's going to make sure you get all the messages, the tips and tools on how to manifest and be your highest and best self. Taurus, thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.